Scene collection.
It again, but not only did she do it again.
Yeah. So
yeah.
that just says I'm
Actually, we're gonna go back in time since you put the starting soon screen on. So we'll just start this whole thing again.
That was for the VODs. I'm gonna cut it apart, okay? Dang. I do want to go to Breakout Con for Game Jams, but the problem is that it's at the same time as TCTC. That was right on top of my forehead. Sorry, scrolling. But yeah, I love TCTC. So for the first time, I feel so accomplished.
Ladies and gentlemen, Panda's finally learned how to stream. Let's give Panda a hand. Yes, all the applause,
Yes,
congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, thank the Academy, thank your friend. You've earned it.
Yes, after 109 episodes, I finally got it timed perfectly. Scene collection.
It again, but not only did she do it again.
Yeah. So
yeah.
that just says I'm
Actually, we're gonna go back in time since you put the starting soon screen on. So we'll just start this whole thing again.
That was for the VODs. I'm gonna cut it apart, okay? Dang. That almost worked. I gotta really find out where my box cutter went to. The ceramic one I bought. So this is a snake one. Reel in your destiny. So basically, you're trying to grab the snake, but not the eels. Ah! Okay. And as with all Oink games, can you put it back into the box?
That's the game after the game.
Exactly. So there's a bag. So cute. They're little manatee heads that you're gonna have floating around. I was like, I mean, a bag of manatee heads does not sound cute. And I was just taking a picture. Oh, I took a picture of this because I thought it was funny. Everyone's so short except for Ray. And I could, like, spot her. Because she's so tall. I love her, though. I love her. It was so cute. They're little manatee heads that you're gonna have floating around. I was like, I mean, a bag of manatee heads does not sound cute. I do want to go to Breakout Con for Game Jams, but the problem is that it's at the same time as TCTC. That was right on top of my forehead. Sorry, scrolling. But yeah, I love TCTC. So
it again, but not only did she do it again.
I do want to go to Breakout Con. It's the
Panda
and Phantom Show. That was a seamless transition for the first time. I feel so accomplished.
Ladies and gentlemen, Panda's finally learned how to stream. Let's give Panda a hand. Yes, all the applause, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, thank the Academy, thank your friend. You've earned it.
Yes, after 109 scene collection.
It again, but not only did she do it again.
Yeah. So
yeah.
that just says I'm
Actually, we're gonna go back in time since you put the starting soon screen on. So we'll just start this whole thing again.
That was for the VODs. I'm gonna cut it apart, okay? Dang. And I was just taking a picture. Oh, I took a picture of this because I thought it was funny. Everyone's so short except for Ray. And I could, like, spot her. Because she's so tall. I love her, though. I love her. It was... You're trying to grab the snake, but not the eels. Ah! Okay. And as with all Oink games, can you put it back into the box?
That's the game after the game.
Exactly. So there's a bag. I do want to go to Breakout Con for Game Jams, but the problem is that it's at the same time as TCTC. That was right on top of my forehead. Sorry, scrolling. But yeah, I love TCTC. So first time, I feel so accomplished.
Ladies and gentlemen, Panda's finally learned how to stream. Let's give Panda a hand. Yes, all the applause,
Yes, thank you,
congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, thank the Academy, thank your friend. You've earned it.
Yes, after 109 episodes, I finally got it timed perfectly. And I was just taking a picture. Oh, I took a picture of this because I thought it was funny. Everyone's so short except for Ray, and I could like spot her because she's so tall. I love her though. I love her. It was. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
That just says I'm.
Actually, we're gonna go back in time since you put the starting soon screen on. So we'll just start this whole thing again.
That was for the VODs. I'm gonna cut it apart. Okay, dang. That almost worked. I gotta really find out where my box cutter went to. The ceramic one I bought. So this is a snake one. Reel in your destiny. So basically, you're trying to grab the snake, but not the eels. Ah, okay. And as with all orange games, so cute. They're little manatee heads that you're gonna have floating around. I was like, I mean, a bag of manatee heads does not sound cute. But when you put it, you know, on the cards, on the things, they look very cute. And I was just taking a picture. Oh, I took a picture of this because I thought it was funny. Everyone's so short except for Ray, and I could like spot her because she's so tall. I love her though. I love her. It was. You're trying to grab the snake, but not the eels. Ah, okay. And as with all orange games, can you put it back into the box?
That's the game after the game.
Exactly. So there's a bag. Scene collection.
It again, but not only did she do it again.
Yeah. So
yeah.
That just says I'm.
Actually, we're gonna go back in time since you put the starting soon screen on. So we'll just start this whole thing again.
That was for the VODs. I'm gonna cut it apart. Okay, dang. 9 episodes. I finally got it timed perfectly. I do want to go to Breakout Con for Game Jams, but the problem is that it's at the same time as TCTC. That was right on top of my forehead. Sorry, scrolling. But yeah. I love TCTC, so. But when you put it, you know, on the cards, on the things, they look very cute. But I do want to go to Breakout Con for Game Jams, but the problem is that it's at the same time as TCTC. That was right on top of my forehead. Sorry, scrolling. But yeah, I love TCTC, so. But when you put it, you know, on the cards, on the things, they look very cute. Scene collection. You got me, Cosmic Beat. You got me. Welcome in. Hello, Cosmic Beat. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, Legends, #1 in the chat. How is your weekend going? Hey, Myra. Good to see you. You enjoy clips? Thanks. If you enjoyed the clips, clip more. And they'll show up eventually. But good to see everyone. Happy Sunday, y'all. How's your weekend? What have y'all been playing? We caught up with stuff and just kind of relaxed yesterday. So I didn't do much. And I just messed up my whole thing. But that's okay. We'll fix it. Panda Express. There's some really good dishes in Panda Express. They had a chicken, mushroom, and potato stir fry that I really enjoyed during college. But I don't know if they have it again because it's only in certain Panda Expresses that they have it. Yeah. And they actually, I once drove by their home in Hawaii. I think they have a house in Hawaii, and on our tour we drove by their house. And on the gates, I remember it has the Panda Express logo. So They don't care if you see where they live. Ooh, Cosmic Beat, what's happening this week? A lot of people are at UKGE right now, so that's happening. Or Origins, right? Is in a couple weeks. Or maybe next week. I don't know because I'm not going, but sounds like a lot of fun to be had. Mara says Panda Burger, Panda Fries, Panda Shake. That does not sound like Panda Express. Oh man. Legend says I had honey walnut shrimp at Panda Express. That does sound good. That does sound good. That's different than the honey walnut shrimp that you get in Chinese restaurants. Because I do believe theirs is less mayonnaise forward, and more like an orange chicken, right? I haven't had it in years. Cosmic Beat says game night Wednesday, Crocodile Saturday, TabsCon Sunday. Ooh, sounds like a great time. Legend says today is tabletop Oahu. Oh, what are you doing here? No, I'm just kidding. I hope you have a good time, Legends. That sounds amazing. Mara says, oh, on your shirt. Oh yes, that is true. Am I not like? I feel like I'm not. What do you call it? I'm not level. Like, I feel like this one's higher than this one. There, now I'm level. But I think it might be my camera. So. This does sound yummy, though. This does sound yummy. And I often forget what shirt I'm wearing. Which is really funny when someone, like, comments on my shirt and I have no idea what they're talking about. Hello, Rolo. How's it going? What is that? Is it? Oh, it's a tune that is like shaking his head back and forth, but very, very fast. I have no idea what that is. That's so funny. Okay, how do I close that? Close it. Why won't you close it? There we go. Oh, it needs to be low. Okay. There we go. Now I have it. Rolo says, lucky, I love to play Crocodile. I think, who was it? In Book of Nerds' Discord, someone was talking about a tabletop Crocodile. Let me see if I can find it. Probably in board games. Ah, it was... Who was this? Gameritis guy, I think. Because in Discord, when you're streaming on OBS, it like truncates the usernames. I could have disabled it, but they were talking about different Crocodile boards. And I think James Brazil as well. But that's really cool. They were doing like mini, like, it's like a dice version of Crocodile, which is very interesting. Mara says, I'm going to make my friends start 3 Sisters to Harvest today. Ooh! Are you gonna go start from the beginning? Does your friend know how to play 3 Sisters already? Because if you both know how to play 3 Sisters already, you can skip chapter 1. I'm going all the way over to chapter 9 and 10. So I am gonna do chapter 9 and 10. And I'm going to play them together, which is a different... Like, the yard is different. So instead of fruits, you have the peppers. And they give you a nice chunky token to remind you what fruits match which peppers. And then I think everything else looks... No, the shed has completely different tools for you to use as well. And then chapter 10 adds in 3 different goals. So... yes. Okay, so yeah, skip chapter 1, go on to chapter 2, or just look through the chapters and see what looks good to you, what different things you have. Some are little things and some are big things. So I wanted to see this new map or new page, right? New sheet. So I chose to skip over a bunch of stuff. I want to do the groundhog and the clovers one time. I just chose the peppers for today for some unknown reason. But I think I will do like the groundhogs and the clovers next. Let me see, because I wanted to try different a different sheet, and I don't think the groundhogs and the clovers have different sheets. They do have a board though. The groundhogs have a board, and they do add changes to the rondelle, which is interesting. And then we have the different sheet. There's a different pumpkin sheet, and then let's see. Yeah, there's a different barn, which I didn't do. Where's the clovers? The clovers are at the end. There's a new mill, which is separate board as well. I think the clovers are in the groundhogs, I thought. I think so. But on the back, it has the free play through, like, what you want to, if you want to just free play it instead of going chapter by chapter, and it tells you, like, what chapters each are, which is really nice. Legend says, my backpack today has Fight 5. Very fun little party game. Warlike, right? Far away with both expansions. There's 2 now? I only knew of 1. That's fun. First Giants by Matthew and Brent. I haven't heard of First Giants. And also Animal Team Rescue. Animal Team Rescue is so cute because you're literally sticking the little animals in the little cars, and you're like driving them around, and you're driving the little people around too. That's very cute. Yeah, I've only played, I think, the first 2 rounds of Animal Team Rescue. It's hard for me to find a group that likes co-op and what do you call it? It's not, you know what I mean. The same thing with Three Sisters, where you have the different chapters. What is it called? Y'all know what I mean. Ooh, First Giants is in the BGG Hotness. That sounds cool. Maybe in, let's see, maybe I'll play that at BGG Fall. I was about to say I could go to the Hot Games room at Gen Con, but I don't have time at Gen Con. Campaign! Thank you, Myra. I knew someone was getting it. Yes, it's hard for me to find a co-op group that'll play a campaign with me. Not Legacy, because I don't think Animal Team Rescue is Legacy. It's definitely a campaign. There's no changes to the board. Just like Three Sisters is a campaign and not a Legacy game. Technically, I am playing Layers, which is a quote-unquote... The thing is, it's kind of a Legacy in that you're adding different things and changing the rules, but they don't use stickers. They use, it's like static cling, so that's really easy to take off and put back on. And I was like, that is genius! That is genius! Because you could easily reset it to the base game. So that was fun. So I think of it more as a campaign than a Legacy game. And you're not destroying anything. So it's kind of that middle ground, which is really, really cool. But yeah. Myra says, if you don't ruin the board, is it really Legacy? I know, right? If there's no permanent changes to the board or the cards, is it Legacy? That's a discussion for a day. Yeah, because that's very interesting. If you destroy components, it's a Legacy. Like, our exit games, Legacy games. Technically, they destroy components, but you don't build up the gameplay, right? I guess you sort of do and you sort of don't. I don't know. So I don't know if I could call exit games Legacy. The Advent Calendar feels more of a Legacy game than the individual exit games. But that's an interesting topic. Yeah, no ruin, it's a campaign game. So I would call Layers Adventures Chest. I always call it a different thing. But you know what I mean, Layers is a campaign with the expansion. Cosmic B says, they are if it takes you more than a game session to finish it. Oh, because you fail the exit game? So yeah, so then the Advent Calendar would be definitely a Legacy game, right? Which is really kind of cool. Yeah, exits are different. I feel like the Advent Calendar could be called a Legacy game, but not the individual exit games. And then all of the unlock games are not Legacy or campaign because they're resettable. So I know, the advent calendars are great. They are really, really fun. I never get the most recent one sent to me because they don't want to spoil it for you all. So yeah. But this is not a spoiler because this is not a legacy game. Three Sisters Harvest Edition, so. But I'm gonna have to kind of learn some of the rules as we go. Just so that, because it'll be a little bit more interesting for you to follow along that way. Oh yeah, oh, the workshop one! Is that with the Yeti? It's so cute. I love the storyline of that one. That one was so fun. That was so fun. I haven't done any of... That was the only one I did so far. Yes. So. But yeah, I did not go to game night on Thursday. It's been hard. It's been hard for me. I need to go grocery shopping. Oh my god. I decided not to go on the weekend because that's gonna be crazy. I know Monday's a little bit crazy too, but it's gonna be less crazy than a weekend. I'm fighting some asthma things with my chest too, so I didn't want to go out. Tomorrow I'll have to go grocery shopping because there's absolutely nothing in my fridge. I need to get my fresh fruits and veggies. And then I do need to go to the post office as well. You did the village too? Wait, I don't know the village one. Is there one that's set in Hollywood or something like that? From what I don't know, my brain's telling me there was one, but I'm not sure. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and I want to do more crafting. I was thinking of like adding another stream where I just craft, but I also tell myself you need to have a day where you don't have to work at all, and yet I still work. It's one of those hard things, you know? And I need to do a lot of other stuff. I am so behind on a lot of stuff, so it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. But let's go down the table. I don't know how bad I messed up the table because I moved things around and I hit stuff. It looks good, actually. Ooh. Wait, hold on. This is a little bit off center. Perfect. Perfect. And then when I can zoom in, zooms to the different things. Yes, that's... Ooh, that's not looking good. What's going on here? There we go. There we go. We can actually do this. I should not have done that. Because while that looks good, this now looks bad. Oh, actually, that doesn't look too bad. Okay, I fixed it. Yay. But yeah, so this is the new thing. The new page. With the new tools and the new peppers. And you get to... Oh, wait, sorry. This one. You get a little thing to remind you. And that's glitter, because I was wrapping some gifts for my mom. And then this is the chapter 10 stuff. So we have like sweet and spicy salsa. So these are the things that we want to do. If I do it in rounds 1 through 5 and I have 2 honey, a habanero, and a jalapeno, then I get 10 points. If I do it later, I get 5. So I'm gonna randomize 3 of these. Pumpkin, wax, honey. Why would you give someone wax? The seal? I don't know. Is that... Oh, because there's wax in the apiary. That's why. But there is the multiplayer one. Where first person gets the most points and everybody else gets the least. But we'll do the solo one. And then we have the new die. Which is this one. This is the pepper die. Which I'll talk about in a minute. I need to get these out of the way. And then this is to tell me what I've actually done. So let's look. I'm gonna do colors of the rainbow arrangement where I want one of everything, including some perennials. And then I have a Amas special, beans, red pepper, jalapeno. Oh, habanero. It sounds good though. Let me see if I can do something. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. Look more centered is what I want to do. And that one was for this one. I don't want to mess things up. And the last one I'm gonna do is spice the candles. That's where the beeswax comes in. That's fun. That is fun. Yeah, I have a little pad of paper for notes. I forgot. I need to find I need to find my original game because I have Duchess's like tokens in that, and I have not done it yet. Like I haven't found it yet. So I need to put those in there too. Hello, Deadpan. How are you and Giggles doing? How's your weekend? What are y'all playing on the weekend? Can I put this over here? Is it gonna look better? I don't know. It'll be fine. I'm overthinking things. Thanks for redeeming your daily Paul. I think you have the most. I gotta really figure out how I can find how many people have done what for that. To make it more interesting for you all, so. But it is time for the flavor text. Sometime later, Summer decided to spice things up around the family farm by planting a large batch of peppers in the yard. Red Reapers, habaneros, jalapenos, and yellow bells were all on the menu. As the harvest came in that season, the townspeople were delighted by the colorful surprise, and word of Summer's extraordinary peppers quickly spread. I thought it was Poppy's peppers. Ooh, oh, you're trying to do some work. Hopefully it's not like work. Hopefully it's like housework in prep for a busy week. Busy week of fun? Or a busy week of adulting? That's two different things. When the elderly Edith, that's Farmer Edith, stopped by to try out the farm's newest yield, she remarked to the siblings wistfully, "Your great-grandmother loved peppers, you know. She would have really enjoyed this." And from that single offhanded comment was born Poppy's Pepper Festival, a colorful and lively event held in the heart of Petalhaven. I'm guessing Poppy is their grandmother's name. I forgot the storyline of this. Work. Poor adulting, Deadpan. I hope you can get ahead of things. I also need to get ahead of things. Yeah. The buildings downtown were adorned with colorful banners and pepper-themed decorations. The townsfolk wore costumes in all shades of the rainbow, with pepper-shaped hats and masks. The streets are filled with pop-up stalls offering thematic dishes of all kinds, from sweet and spicy salsas to grilled peppers on sticks. That sounds like a lot of fun. I wonder if there is a actual pepper festival. I don't know of one near me. There was a contest for best pepper-themed culinary creations, as judged by the siblings themselves, and even a festival parade featuring all manner of floats. The air was filled with the aroma of roasted peppers and sounds of music and laughter. They need to have a hot pepper contest, eating contest. So I have the sheet. This is the Pepper Festival tile that reminds me, if it talks about a certain fruit, you go to the pepper. We have the red pepper dye, which does not count for this. It counts for like stuff that's on the thing, or like for these things. I don't think it's these things. I think it's mainly that, but it might be from some tools. And I used the pepper pawn, and I don't know where I used the pepper pawn yet. Let's see. Okay. Oh, it's for the... Okay, so the peppers, the pepper dye here. This pepper dye is used here when I do the even number of Red Reapers. Whatever number is on the die is what when I harvest the Red Reapers, I get those many points. And then also it says that the multi-tool, not multi-pass, you may use the red die instead of a shared die, which is the rest of the dice, right? The pumpkin dice. And then also the food dehydrator, which is where? We still have a seed spreader, But there's the food dehydrator. 3 times use rolled red dye after a shared dye. Oh, so once I finish it, I have 3 chances here to use the red dye after a shared dye. So it gives me extra things. That's nice. That's really nice. All extra dice is always good. And I'm guessing I get those actions, but I will double check that. And then we have hair going. Oh, my nose is itching it. We have these different pepper rows that give us different things. Now, a reminder, only the circles are harvested. These are not. So for these up here in terms of harvesting, only the circles count. We have the multi-tool, where I can use the red dye instead of the regular dye. Okay. The rake allows me to gain, when I harvest a jalapeno, I gain 2 compost. Okay. This is how many peppers I've harvested. So just need 1 of each for the salsa bowl. But I need that anyways for the colors of the rainbow, so I might want to get the salsa bowl. So I'll put a little note here myself to think about that. The food dehydrator sounds good too. Tamale steamer. Ooh. 1 point for every 2 corn that I harvested, I'm guessing. Yeah. When you harvest a bean, harvest means the circles. Gain 1. Okay. All of these are very good. I don't know if I like the claw hammer. When you take a rondel action, you may forfeit it. And instead just do a shed action, which is these. Okay, the cordless drill is good. When you harvest a pumpkin, take a shed action, which gives you extra actions. Where's that? That sounds good. Also, now we have a new tractor that gives you 82 points. The carving kit is 1 point per harvested pumpkin. You have the seed spreaders again, where you can plant up to 3 crops instead of 2, which is also very good. But I have to look up the food dehydrator. After all the players use the shared dye, which we don't have in a solo game, you may then use the pepper dye too. Well, that just means I do get to use the pepper dye too. You may adjust the dye value with compost and iris. This shed item only has 3 total uses, but that gives you 3 extra actions every turn, which is nice. Okay. So solo mode, the multi-tool lets you forfeit the use of your second dye, right, instead of the shared dye. The food dehydrator lets you use the pepper dye after using your second dye. I do have to remember solo how I think they go on odds and I go on evens, right? Where's my solo mode? Here's solo mode. We only get 4 dice, yep. Plus the pepper dye. Oh, I don't know what the pepper marker does. I'm the first player in odd rounds, and then she's the first player in even rounds. So, player Edith. I'll just do Edith. I know I'm writing on the board. Oh wait, no. Good thing these race. But it helps me. Even rounds is Edith. EE. Got it. Okay. Okay. So I'll have that off to the side. But I still don't know what the pepper is. Instead of Edith, we do the pepper? I'm guessing instead of Edith, we use the pepper. Because it doesn't say. Pepper dice roll placed on the rundown just like the rest of the dice. Cool. Yeah, it doesn't say and doesn't show. It just says use the pepper pawn. Okay, we're gonna just assume then. So, is she even Edith? Exactly. I guess she's old and retired, so we're gonna use the pepper instead. So chapter 10 says, as Poppy's Pepper Festival became an important annual event and grew larger with each passing year, the townsfolk of Petalhaven saw an opportunity to do more with it than just celebrate their love of peppers. They could use the festival's popularity to support a good cause. Kevin and a committee of local residents made the decision that part of the festival would be dedicated to raising funds for Petalhaven's school treasury. The goal was ambitious but exciting, to send the students on an out-of-state field trip, giving them a chance to explore new places and expand their knowledge of the world beyond Petalhaven, which is really nice for a small town. The fair vendors quickly got on board with the plan, and many local farms donated produce once they heard it was for the benefit of the field trip. The fundraiser's goods were creative, featuring everything from roasted street corn and sweet salsas to gift baskets and beeswax candles. The spiciest of all was Alma's special chili. Haha. Named for Poppy's longtime friend. Oh, Poppy the grandmother's longtime friend. That's pretty cool. So these are things we're making to donate in order to raise money for the school. Even eviler Edith. But now it's the evil pepper. Evil Poppy Pepper. Hi, Dutch Yoda. It's now evil Poppy Pepper. Okay. You may only complete each once. Yeah, okay. That's pretty much it. Okay. So, I roll. What are you playing this year? Aren't you at UKGE or did you not go this year? And then I have to go ahead and place it. I forgot. Is that the 6? No, this is the 1. So I go 1, 3, 4, 4, and then a 6. And then the pepper goes onto here. Okay. I forgot what was the difference between the green and the purple and the yellow and the... I have to look that up. Oh, okay. So she's gonna... Oh no, how does she cut off one shed item? Because it's different, right? So, I think I need to check out... So, the original shed items... is that... nope, that's not it. Where's my original shed items? There we go. Okay, so... if she takes the shed item... because there is the mower and the tools. So the tools are the mason jar, the pie safe, the shovel, the top 3. Okay, so these are the tools, and then these are the mower. The mower. Wait. Oh, there's the fancy labels, the hive tool, pitchfork, string trimmer. Okay, so these bottom tool are the mowers, and these 2 are the sheds. But I forgot what was the reason for the green. Okay, so she crosses off the pumpkin, then corn, then beans. And then... when we... okay. Shed time, she crosses off a whole item. Okay. And then apiary or yard. One of the two sections and cross off one empty. Apiary yard. That's for apiary. Oh, wait, hold on. Is she using blue or green? Cross off one empty. Should based on the section is marked with blue push pin. Oh, based on the fire. Okay, so it's the blue push pin. Why do they have green ones then? Oh, greens are for everything. Okay, so this one she's gonna go for the yard. This one she's going to go for the apiary stuff. Okay. Okay. She goes top to bottom for perennials. Where's the perennials? Is it this one? Oh, this one is top to bottom. Okay. I think I got it. Okay. Oh, the Yoda did not go to UKG. I also did not go. Hello, Arwen. Carwin type. Hi, Amanda. I just wanted to pop in while I was taking a break from housework to say I love Three Sisters and hope that you're doing well. I hope you're doing well too. I need to talk to you. And it's gonna be kind of quick, and it's gonna be a little bit of a short notice, and I hope we can get it done. But should I message you on Discord or Facebook? Let me know. Yeah, things are happening and I need to get it done. But yeah. So hopefully you are free on like a Monday. But Discord is great. Awesome. I'm just gonna double check. Or Facebook. Don't give me so many options. Okay. I think we are friends on Discord. I'm just gonna double check myself. Because this is, yes, we are. Excellent. Okay. I'm just gonna ask it right now while I have it in my head. Otherwise, the ADHD is gonna whoop. Yeah, okay. Sounds good. We will schedule that. Woo. Things happening. Okay. Anyways, I have things going. So this means that if I am taking first. If I don't take this, she always takes the lowest. If I don't take this, she's gonna take something. She's gonna take one of my pumpkins from my one spot, which is not the greatest, actually. Otherwise, she's going to take a shed time, which means that she's gonna take my shovel, which I don't necessarily mind that. I mean, it does give me extra actions for every 3. This is hard. It gives me extra actions for every 3 composts. If I could spend 3 composts for a completely extra action, which is really nice. Which I think is even better than that. I don't know. Because it's an extra just mark anything. Although it's not a plant action. It is an extra one of these things, which is still good. Otherwise, I would lose my next compost in Fort Goods. She actually marches off my next free action. It's between these 2. What do I let her take? She's gonna take 2 of them. That's not good. And that's also not good. But I think I'd rather use this one. So I'm gonna use this one. So I get to plant and water in 1, and then I get to plant and water again. Because all of them, you basically get to plant and water. But then you get to do it a second time because that is the rondel action. Alright, so I think I'm going to plant 2, which is going to be this one here. And can you see that? Because that is a pink. I'm using a pink right now, and I think you can see it. It should be fine. I have all my colors that I got in Japan, but okay. So because I did that, I get a good, and then I am going to plant this one because yeah, and then I get to plant or water. So if I plant this one, then she can't take any of these, and then I can plant a corn because I can't plant a bean until I grow that corn. I could have just watered that one, but that seems very inefficient. So I've done my action. Okay, and then she's gonna do this. So she's going to mark off she's gonna basically get rid of my shovel, which is very, very sad. And she's gonna get rid of a pumpkin on 3. Oh, that's also sad. I need irises, right, for that. So maybe I get rid of this one. But I do believe it's the tallest to lowest. Double check that. Where is this? There it is. Yeah, tallest to shortest. So she is going to get rid of this one, which is very sad. Okay, so she did her shed time and she did her water action. Now, do I give her this? And I'm going to lose my first free action. Or do I give her that? Which is going to be a yard action. And she's going to get rid of my raspberries, which is my yellow bells. Nope, nope, nope. I'm going to do this one. So that means I have a 6 here. I can plant 2. I'll plant my pumpkins. And then I get to do a yard or apiary. An apiary action would be from this up. But I do want to do a yard action, don't I? I was thinking between 1 shed action per pumpkin harvest. I think I want to do this one first. But I only mark off 1, right? I'm forgetting basic rules. Yeah, it's just next empty. Okay. That's slow. And then she is going to go into my 4 and get rid of my tallest pumpkin, which means I cannot do this one, my iris. And then for her shed time, she is actually going to get rid of my salsa bowl. Oh, that's a lot of points. Did I not do my coreless drill? Because if I start my salsa bowl, I do believe she cannot take it away. I might have to undo it the solo way. Where is it? She never crosses off a shed item that you've already completed. Oh, but even if I haven't completed it, then she will cross it off. If you already completed it, she just passes. Okay. So that means she's still gonna take away my salsa bar. How rude! How rude! That is very, very rude. So I didn't need the pink one. But now I get to do a shed action. Because that is this one right here. So I'm going to go ahead with my cordless drill. And then I'm going to roll it. And then it starts here at this one. With the solo version of this game, it really is thinking what she's going to destroy from you. Okay, wow, okay. So we have this one here. We have this one here, and we have 3 threes. Okay, and then this goes here. Let's see. She will take away my bean frencher, which means I don't get 1 good per bean harvest, which is okay. Otherwise, she's gonna take away... I'm gonna do a farmer's mash. I have no compost, though. I would just get... Oh, I have no goods, I mean. Oh, I have 1 good. I don't have enough goods. I think goods don't do anything. Okay. And then... this. Otherwise, she's gonna get rid of my top hydrangea, which is 7 points. I think I... Oh, wait. I don't get to use this. I forgot. She doesn't get to use this. Okay. So, she's going to ruin my 3. You know what? I'm gonna do it. Anyways, so I have a 3. Oops. Yeah, okay, so in my 3, I am going to do... I have to save a pumpkin. She's gonna go after it. And then I'm gonna do a corn to start that. So that was my plant instead of water. And then I can do an apiary or yard action. Oh, I do want these yard things, right? So... Oh, I do need to start making beans. Oh no, it wants a lot of wax. Hey, wait, we're on round 2. It wants wax, so I have to go down and do that. Yikes. Or do I want a yellow belt and get 3 more goods? Which would then allow me to do this. Well, I'm not gonna get to do that. Okay, so I'm just gonna rain. Okay, so I am going to... I'll start on the apiary. I rarely do the apiary, but the apiary is important right now. So now farmer is gonna do a number 1, so she cannot get rid of any of those pumpkins. So she's gonna get rid of one of my corn. And then she's going to get rid of my bean printer. Look how rude that is. That is very, very rude. Okay, then we just have the 2 3s left. Wait, Edith should have gone first. Okay, it doesn't matter, because I wasn't gonna take that. So now Edith is gonna do a number 3 again, and she's just gonna take away 2 of my corns. Oy vey, I need a bean. And if she takes away those corns, I can't do those beans, which sucks. And then she's gonna take away the apiary number 3, a honey. I'm guessing she goes from the top down, which is 8 points, y'all. 8 points. Okay. Yeah, she does top down. Okay, so it was a blue apiary, and it was a 3, which means... Oh no! Okay, so she's gonna get rid of... She's already done the plant water. She's gonna do a apiary because that's blue. And the apiary for number 3 is honey. Okay, good. It's not wax. So she's gonna get rid of the top honey of mine and lose me 8 points. That's very rude. Now I need to go ahead. I'm gonna use my 3 to water instead of plant. So I have one of those goods. And I cannot do this hyacinth anymore. I will do this. And then hopefully I'll be able to plant that bean in the future because I do need beans. And then I can do an apiary or yard action. I think I'll do this because that gives me a yard action. And then I'll do this yellow pepper because that gives me 3 goods. And that means that I get an extra action. Okay. So I have a yellow pepper. I need 2 for habanero. One for each of those. But do I want to get my cordless drill going? Because I think I'm going to start watering. Oh wait, yeah, because if I did harvest a pumpkin, so if I had my cordless drill, then I would have gotten a shed action. So yeah, I'm gonna continue with the cordless drill. Okay, that was for my free action. Mayor of Canada, welcome in. How's it going? We're gonna roll it. Oh wait, I didn't make it rain. Make it rain. I get to make it rain. Okay, we're gonna start with 1. Almost done with that one. Oh yeah, I am close to pumpkins. Okay, so I made it rain. And Edith was supposed to go first, but now it's my turn to go first. We are round 3. And if I don't get this one done for round 4, oh my god. I lose 4 points. This is going fast. I don't think I want to win, y'all. Okay. So we have a 1 at plant and water, a 2, a 3, and then 2 6s. Well, it's 1 6, but... Okay, so I'm going first. If I don't do this, Edith is just going to get rid of my corn and a bean. I do want to do this because then I get to water everything. But I want to do this before I do that. But if I do this, then she's gonna do that. Otherwise, I lose my rake. What? It's a farmer's market turn. So if I did this, she's gonna do that. Then I can do that, and then she's gonna do this. What is she gonna take from me? From my yard, she's gonna take away a raspberry. That's gonna be the yellow bell pepper. And I think she does from behind to the front. Yeah. Money, money, money! Is that what you're doing, Deadpan? Alright, so let me see. If she takes away from the yard, she does the rightmost to the leftmost. Okay. That's okay, though. That's okay. So, I think I am going to take number 2. I'm going to get this. So now I have a coreless drill, and I get 1 shed action per pumpkin harvest. And then I get to, yes, I'm going to go ahead and grow 2. I really need the seed spreader, don't I? So I can start planting 3. Then she is gonna go and she's going to destroy my last corn and a bean. So she's gonna destroy that, and she's gonna destroy more. Oh no! She's gonna destroy this bean and this bean. Oh dear, I did not notice that. Ay, I need to find beans elsewhere because we need beans for Amma special. Yeah, and then I need to harvest the 2x. Okay, so I do... Let's see, she's going to get rid of a raspberry, which is a yellow pepper. Okay, so that's fine. She's gonna mess with my yard 6, but that's fine too. B5, you sunk my battleship. Beans 5. Beans, beans, the musical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. Yes, yes, that's what we all were thinking, honestly. Okay, I'm gonna do the goods. Okay, so I've already planted. I'm gonna plant. Okay. Yes, I get to plant. I'll plant this corn and this bean, and then hopefully I can water it next time. But then I'll get 1 compost and 4 goods. 4. Oh, I forgot. I should do it this way. You know, it's fine. Okay, so that's this. Then she's gonna mess with my yard 6, so she's gonna get rid of 2 corns because she can't get rid of my pumpkins. I don't know. I've been playing it like if I've started a pumpkin, she can't get rid of it, but I could be wrong. But even if I'm wrong, I'm still gonna play it that way. Oh, she always starts with the golden push pin? Oh, she always wants this first. I didn't even notice that. Otherwise, she chooses the next available die clockwise. Oh! I've been doing it where she's doing the lower. When whoever's the first player takes their second die, they must choose the lowest remaining die. I have forgotten all the rules. Okay, so I will do it correctly the next time. But the garden action. She never crosses a crop that you've already planted. I was right there, but I was wrong on what she would take. Okay, she did my 6, and then she's gonna get rid of a raspberry, which is technically a yellow bell pepper. So she loses me 3 points. Got it. Okay, and then I get to do a farmer's market. I have 9 goods. So I get a perennial and a compost. Now the perennials I need is iris and crocus. What does the iris? Iris will give me 1 compost. Crocus will give you 2. Ooh. Okay, so this iris is almost done. Ooh, did I get that one? I don't think I got that one. Did I though? I think I did. That was 1, 2. Where else did I? 4. I did this one 3. Okay, yes, I did take it. Okay. So I will get an iris there. I could get a crocus there. But I'm going to do the iris. Plus 1 compost. Okay. Done. Okay, so now that was the farmer's market. Right? Yeah. Now it is we're gonna get rained on. So let me do the roll, and then Edith is going to go. Roll. Okay. 2, 4, and 5. So Edith takes her first die. Always choose the die here. Otherwise, she'll go the next available die clockwise. And then my second die has to be the lowest. I was in that mixed up. Okay, got it. So Edith will go first. So she's gonna definitely take this one. And she can't do anything. Huzzah! And then I get to take. I always have to take the lowest. So if I took this one, then Edith's taking that one and I take that one. If I take this one, then Edith's taking that one because it's clockwise from that, and I'm taking that one. So I want 2 of these. I kind of do. Or, let's see. If she does a compost action, she's going to get rid of my next... Where is it? The next available bonus action on my goods track. You may skip the box. Okay. So if she does this, she's going to lose me 1 action. If I do this, I gain 1 more action. But then she's going to make me lose a blackberry, which is a jalapeno, which is 8 points. That's a hard choice. I think I'm going to take this one. So it's a 5. I do want that pumpkin. And I gotta remember, every time I harvest a pumpkin, which I will do a lot, I get a shed action, which is very good. And then I will do a corn. And then I get an apiary or a yard action. I'm gonna do this one. She's gonna do this one because that's the next one from the yellow. So she's gonna... Oh, she's gonna get rid of a pumpkin! Which is terrible. And then she's going to get rid of my next reaction. Okay. So then it's me again on number 5. I am going to grow because we're going to get rained on. So that's good. And then I go here and I get 2 yard actions, which is very nice because I am going to do a habanero. Should I do a reaper or do another habanero? Because that'll allow me to plant another. You know, I'm going to do another habanero. It's going to allow me to plant another. I am going to... Let's see, how's all my pumpkins doing? I gotta save these pumpkins. So I'm going to plant this one, which means I get a good, which means that I've harvested a pumpkin, which means I get a shed action. Ooh. What am I going to do? She's never going to get rid of my seed spreader. When apiary take tulip. Ooh. That's pretty nice. I think I do... Do I carving kit? No. After rain, water a zone. After rain, water a zone. That's nice. I did want to try to do a food hydrator. I don't know. Harvested peppers count as goods during farmers market. That's pretty nice. Let's do bamboo stakes. Let's try that. It's totally against what I was thinking in the first place, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay. I did not do my second reaper. Okay. I did plant. Oh, yeah. Which gave me that. Yeah. Okay, awesome sauce. And then we make it rain. I have not done any of those things. Okay, so let's start doing the rain. We can go ahead and zooms. Everybody go boom. Does anyone remember that? Okay, so I've done that, which gives me 2, which gives me a shed action. So that is okay, and I get a hydrangea here. So my hydrangea gives me an apple, and my apple. So I've done this one. Wait, no, I haven't. I haven't done the corn. My apple is a red reaper, which gives me a good. Okay, and then I can do this one here. And then this one gets rained on. Rain is everywhere. And then this one, I got a corn and a bean. And I did need a bean for that. Okay. Did I finish any of those? No. I don't have any jalapenos. I need a jalapeno. I need 2 jalapenos. Each. Oh, you're not seeing this. This one. Oh. I need 2 jalapenos because each of these has to be a different plant. So I actually need 1 bean, 3 red reapers, 2 jalapenos, 2 habaneros, 1 yellow bell pepper, 1 of those. Actually, I need 3 jalapenos, 2 yellow peppers, and 2 wax. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, we got this. Okay. So I've done this one. I just finished that one. Now we're gonna go down to here, which had nothing. I can't do this one either. And then this one will give me all this corn, and then I will get a free action, and I get one of these. So now harvested peppers count as goods during the farmers market, which is nice. And I get a hydrangea, which is this one, which is nice. And I still have an action, and I still have to water this section. So should I do the seed spreader, or should I start harvesting all this other stuff? Oh, I moved the red dye. Okay. Maybe I'll do the jalapeno, or should I water something? I think you know what I want. We're already halfway there though. I feel like I need to start going with the jalapeno. Either way, all of these points are at additional, not the highest you go to. Okay, so there's that, and then I get to do this one and this one. Now I have 2 more goods. Ooh, I didn't think about that. And I've harvested a pumpkin, which means I get another shed action. Oh dear, what do I do? Do I need to throw some seeds out? Or do I use a rain barrel? Or a multi-tool? Or, you know what? I'm gonna do the food dehydrator, because that's what I was saying I should do, is the food dehydrator. Okay. And then when that's done, then that gets done, and that gets done. Okay. Sounds amazing. And oh, did I do my extra action? I think I did my extra action, which was this one. Okay, jalapeno. Perfect. Okay. Whew. That was a lot of rain, and that was Edith first, and now it's me. Oh, I'm glad I did the harvested peppers are now goods for farmers market, but now I'll never get 7 points for that, because I have a red reaper, I have a habanero, I have a jalapeno, I have a yellow bell, I have an iris. I just don't have a crocus. Wait, I could have done a crocus for my free action. What was my free? No, I couldn't have, because I did the jalapeno for my free action. Dynamite. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's my first time. It's fine. Okay. That goes there. That goes there. Okay. So, it's my turn. Edith will take that one. Is that too bad for me? It's not too bad for me. Oh, actually, she's just gonna, yeah, she's gonna get rid of those 4. That's not bad. What do I want, though? Do I want a shed time? And 6. No, I kind of want a 1. If I take this one, she take that one, then she's gonna take that one. If I take this one, she take that one, then I have choices. Okay, I'm gonna take this one. I wanted a 1, even though... Man. Can I... Okay, if I used the habanero, I can water that one, which would activate all those. Those 2, daffodil, crocus. Okay. So maybe I don't need that one? That's a shed time. She's gonna get rid of my bean Frencher, so that's fine. Oh my goodness. Do I farmer's market it? I want a crocus. That's a 3. That's not really the right number. I could plant and... Okay, I can plant some beans here, but I only need 1 bean. What I really need is this one, but I can't do that one. Because I don't have a food dehydrator or a multi-tool. But I could shed time it. Is 6 better? I guess I can do a 6. I'll try this one. Do I do a 6 or a 1? No, I'll do a 6. Okay. So, it was a shed time. So first I'm going to go ahead and grow... Am I going to plant or am I going to water? We're going to farmer's market next. Am I going to plant? I'm going to... If I water this one, I get 3 goods and an extra action. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to water, which means I get the 3 goods. And I get an extra action. And I get a hyacinth and a tulip. The hyacinth gives me 2 more goods. And the tulip, it gives me a yard action. Which gives me... I'm gonna do a yellow belt. Oh, that's a 4-pointer. Oh, but then I am gonna do a farmer's market. You know what? Let's do a yellow belt. Okay. Which gives me a second action. Extra action. Okay. Then I can shed time it. And do my food dehydrator. Okay. So that's that. And then they're gonna go from the yellow to this one. So she's gonna mark off 2 of my corns. And then she's gonna mark off the beans that go with those corns. And then she would take this one, which would be my bean Frencher, which is fine. I really should do this, so that's a 3. I can't plant a bean, I just have to water. I think. Just water that. And then I am going to do a farmer's market action. And the farmer's market action, I have 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, I forgot I have 2 more actions. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I have 2 more free actions. I need to do a farmer's action too. Okay, I need to remember that. I'll put this here. I'm at 30. That's a yard. Okay, what do I need? I have a red pea. I have a habanero. Okay, so my first free action, I was gonna use the habanero to water this one, which would give me 3 more goods and another shed action, which means that then I get my food dehydrator. And I could do this next. Okay. And then I get a crocus. which gives me 2 more compost. So I might have given myself a good instead of a compost. Anyways, and then I get a daffodil, which gives me another shed action. Huh. To compost parade. Water zone. Win apiary, take a tulip. I'll try that one. Why does it say take tulip? Oh, this tulip. Got it. Okay. And then I have one more free action. Okay. So if I use... Wait, hold on. Now that I've done... I have a red reaper. I have a habanero. I have a jalapeno. I have a yellow bell. I have an iris. And do I have a crocus? I have a crocus, which means I will get 3 points at the end of the game. Okay. Because it is round 5. Do I have a bean? I have a bean. I need 2 more red reapers. I need another I have a habanero for that. Do I have I need another jalapeno. I need 2 more jalapenos, 2 more red reapers. I have that. Okay, so I need 2 more jalapenos, 2 more red reapers. And I need 2 waxes. Okay, that's a lot. Okay. Probably not gonna get it. But I get another action. If I do the yellow bell pepper, that's gonna give me another action. I could do a reaper and get 4 points. But it won't give me another action. You know what? That peach is a habanero. I am going to do a bell pepper. And I'll get 3 more. And I'll get another action, which I will use to do a red reaper. And I put a 4 here. So that's one of the differences. Is that if I finish the second one, then I put whatever the red die says into that, and that's how many points I'll get at the end of the game. Okay, so now I need to farmer's market it. 10, 20, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. I'm at 40. So I get 2 perennials and 1 compost. I have not used my compost yet. I should use my compost. Oh, wait, I should have done this when I watered number 1. Okay. Okay, so I get 2 perennials. I don't need any more perennials. But blackberry is a jalapeno, which I do need 2 more of. A raspberry is a yellow bell pepper, which I don't need any more of. And plant or minus +1 zone. I can also shed time it with a daffodil. 2 goods per peach harvest, which is habaneros. That's pretty good. I will go ahead and plant and water +1 zone. So I do believe that means that I can always plant and water +or-1 zone. Okay. Then I'll do a blackberry, which is a jalapeno, which gives me 1 more good. Now I could have gotten, you know what? I'm gonna do the 2 more. I'm gonna do the hyacinth instead of the iris, but that'll give me an extra action, which I can then use on the iris. Efficiency. Hello, Taka. Thank you so much for the follow. Telka? Is it Telka? I don't know how to say your name, but thank you for the follow and welcome in. Okay. Then it is Edith's turn. Edith has nothing to destroy in my number 1 plot, but they're going to shed time it and they're going to destroy the bean furniture that they already destroyed. Okay. Then I get to farmer's market again. Huh. 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 43, 45. 45. Still not enough. But I get 1 compost, which I rarely use, and I should use it for something. There was a thing, but the shovel got destroyed. Okay, and then I can go ahead and do 2 of the things. 2 of the perennials is what it is. What do I want to do? I'll do 2 goods per peach harvest, and peach harvest is habanero, so I need to do plus 2 goods as a reminder. And then do I start going with the shed? Or a raspberry is a yellow bell, which gives me 2 more goods. But what I need is a red reaper or a jalapeno. So I need an apple or a blackberry. I also would love to apiary twice or shed more. You know what? Let's go with Iris and try to apiary twice. Because I need those beans. Okay. And that was that. Okay. Now on to round 6. And Edith is going to go first. Ooh. 3, 4, and 6. Which means Edith's gonna take one of these first. So she's gonna mark off 2 of my corn from here. And then she's going to mark off my next reaction, which sucks. Okay, so now it's my turn. If I take this one, I'm taking this one. No. Okay, if I take this one, Edith will take this one, and then I'll take this one. If I take this one, Edith will take that one, and then I take that one. If I take this one, Edith will take... So it's either these 2 or those 2, right? If I take this one, Edith, me. Those 2. If I take this one, Edith, me, these 2. If I take this one, Edith, me, these 2. Okay, so... I'm always taking the 4, so I don't need to worry about that. 4 compost doesn't help me eat much. Does planting in 2. Oh, and then I can do this. What really I want to do is yarding. Planting in 2 would be good. I will be able to farmer's market. You know what? Oh, but I want a yard. I want a reaper. A reaper or a jalapeno. Or even the apiary. What else? I'm messing in the... Okay, so 2 does need to be watered. And or planted. So that I can get a tulip. Man. It's gonna destroy all my corn. Gonna take away, let's see, blue is a yard. She's gonna take away my last peach, which is my habanero. Water all. That's okay. I need to do a yard or apiary action. Let's just do this. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a thing, and I get to. I might as well just. Do I water? No. I'm gonna grow. So that she doesn't destroy everything. Okay. So I did that, and then she from here is gonna take 3. Let's see, what does she have to destroy? Some beans. We'll destroy some beans. Then she's going to destroy my last peach, which is the last habanero, which I can't water all. Then I get a 4. I will start growing 4. And then I get a shed time. Which will this. And then I am going to use my one of these food dehydrators. And I'm going to use my number 6. So now I can grow in 6. And I get to do a farmer's market action. And I'm at 10, 20, 30, 4. I'm just going to count her cross offs as 10, 20, 30, 40, 5, 6, 7, 8, 50. I'm at 50. So I get to do 1 yard action and 2 perennials. My yard action is going to be a jalapeno. Okay, 1 yard and 2 perennials. So my first perennial is going to be the apiary 2, which is going to be this one, because I do need some beans, and I get 2 more of these. And then I can do another perennial. A raspberry is a yellow bell. I don't need. I'm gonna do this one. And then I get a yard action. So I haven't done my jalapenos. Wait, 1, 2. No. I am going to get a good. Where could I go? I could not have gotten a good. Oh, wait. Yeah. Raspberry it to the yellow bell peppers, which gives me 2 goods. Then I will do this Reaper for 1 more good, which gives me an extra action, which I will go here for and get 4 more goods. Okay, so now I am just... Hold on. So I have 2 waxes. I have a jalapeno. I'm in round 6. Dang it. Okay, it's fine. I have a jalapeno. I have a yellow bell. So now I get 4 points. From here, I have a bean for you. I just need... Oh, I have the 2 red reapers. I have a habanero. I do have a habanero. I just need the jalapeno. Okay. That was good. And then I get a shed action. When apiary, take a tulip. Man. That did not come out in the right order. But that's okay. As the penultimate round now. Let's see what we get. 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I go first, not Edith. Edith wants to do this, and that would get rid of a wax. Was that wax? My top wax. I kind of don't want that. I don't need the 1, but I can go to the 2 or the 6, which is good. But then she's gonna mess up with my 4s, which is totally fine, actually. So I will take this one. I am the start player, and I'm gonna use my iris to go over to water that, or plant here, or water there. No, I'm gonna water here. We're gonna farmer's market next. Water, bean, water. Okay. And then I get the apiary or yard it. Plant in any zone is good. No, what was I needed a jalapeno, right? And now that I have a jalapeno, I have this one. Okay. And then she's going to go from yellow here. She's going to mark off these 2 plants over there, because that's my last corn and a bean. And then she's going to do it again. She's going to mark off my other beans, which sucks. Now, I can only do my lowest die, which is this one. Which means I'm going to do it in 5. I know I just sounded weird. But let's go ahead and plant in 5. I don't have a seed spreader yet. Okay. So I'm going to plant in 5, and then I get to shed time it. She is going to get rid of my rain barrel, which sucks. Luckily I didn't start that. You know what? Oh, she got rid of my shovel. Ooh, urns! Did I apiary? I did not apiary last time, huh? I gotta remember I get to +1 tulip when I apiary. Do I do after rain, water zone? 1 point per harvested pumpkin. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 points right there. Do that. Let's try that. Okay. She's gonna get rid of my rain barrel. And 2 on 5. You can only get rid of my last bean. Okay. Do I want to use the 6? I could water the 6 or water the 5. And I get 4 goods, which is an extra action. And it'll be better for the farmer's market. Okay, let's use my second one of these. I get 1 compost, 4 goods, which is an extra action. And I am going to go ahead and water number 5 instead, which gives me some beans. Now, I really need to water number 2 at some point. Oh, and I get an extra action. I guess we can continue on with the carving kit. If I don't, you know what? If I do a yellow, wait, hold on. Yes, if I do a red reaper, this is a 6-pointer. Oh. But I'm 1 away from, oh. Wait, hold on. If I did a yellow bell, I would get 2 in an extra action, and I can do the red reaper. Okay. Yellow bell, 2, an extra action, red reaper. Okay. But I don't get to do that. That's fine. That is fine. Okay. Simply confused. Hope this is fun. As some people say, I ordered the new Three Sisters game, and it should arrive in a couple days. Yay. It's combolicious. It is combolicious. You'll need, I mean, it gives you a little journal, but you'll need to, like, write down what all the things you get in the combos. And the new edition has so much extra modules and, like, mini expansions to do, which is really, really fun. So I think you'll enjoy this if you like a combolicious roll and write. So, yeah. Now I get to do a farmer's market. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 67, wait, hold on. 10, 20, 30, 40, 10, 20, 30, 40, 56, 60, 63, 66, 71. 70, because that doesn't count. 70. I have 70. Ooh, I get an extra action. And I get a 2 perennials. Okay. I will go here and get an extra shed action, which was this one that I needed. Oh, but if I got the peaches, I got the habanero, which would mean that I would get oh no, I would not get 2 goods because I do not harvest it. But I get an extra action. If I get an extra action, what should I do? I can finish my carving kit. I can go up into the aviary. You know what I'm gonna do is I am going to water this one, which is 3. 1, 2, 3. Which gives me that one. And that will give me my iris right here. Oh, my iris and my tulip over here. Okay. And then I have all my pumpkins done. Okay. And I don't have to worry about that. And I'm gonna double check my pumpkins. Yep. They're either done or destroyed. And wait, I have an extra action. What? That was my extra action, right? See, this is what happens. I think I did my extra action. Combos are satisfying. That is very true. Very, very true. So you'll enjoy this game. But you saw how I just did a whole bunch of stuff. Evil Turnip says, I taught my kiddo Battleship this weekend. He kicked my butt. Have you seen all the different battleship? There's a couple of games that use that battleship mechanic now, which is quite fun. Yeah. Combo-licious. Okay, so now it's my last round. My final round now. So Edith is gonna take this one, which is a 4, which means she's gonna destroy nothing. Ha ha ha. But then she's gonna destroy my bamboo sticks, which she cannot. Ha 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 ha. So if I take this one, then I'm doing this one. If I take this one, then I'm doing this twice. Do I want a shed time or do I want a farmer's market? I think I want a shed time. I will do this one. Should I water these? Or should I use my... I watered that one. That's only one. If I water this one, that's a lot. Okay, so I'm gonna actually water this one with my iris. And then 5 is done. 5 is done. Let me see. 3 is not done. 2 is not done. 1 is done. Okay. Okay, and then I get to shed time it, which means I do want my points for my carving kit. Ooh, I could do this. Okay. And it's the final round, so I should do that. But the next thing is that she's gonna do this. She can't destroy anything, but she's gonna get rid of my bamboo stitches where nothing happens. Wait, that was Edith and me, right? Okay. I think I did my action instead of doing her action, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so then it is Edith, me, Edith. Cannot do anything to number 5, but she's going to get rid of the top crocus, which is 6 points, which I'm not even close to, which is totally fine. And then I get to do this. Number 5. I think I'm going to water 6 or water 4. If I water, well, no. If I water 3, I won't be able to plant 6 though. I plant. I'll be fine. We're gonna water 6 instead of 5. And I get to do that for free. Then I do a farmer's map action. So my farmer's action is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75, 76, 79, 84. Okay, so I'm always up here now. Now I know. Okay. So I get a free action, and I get 2 perennials. I'm definitely going to go ahead and get this 12 points right here. I'll go grab a peach, which is a habanero. But that doesn't give me anything because I did not actually... Oh, I could plant anything, which would be good. Oh. But then I'm also going to get the 2. I get the 2? No, I'm going to plant. And I get 2 goods for that, which gives me another action. So that was that one. I'll plant any, which is... I'm going to plant some beans. And I still have another action. Gosh. I still have another action. Do I want more goods? Oh no, wait, hold on. I want this, right? Do I want 5 points here? You know what? I'm gonna go up the last track. I'll be fine. I didn't need any honey, right? Nope. Okay. And then I'll get... Okay, so that one's done. I'll use my last one of this because it's the last turn. I can plant a bean, which will then allow it to water and give me another point. I'll do this, that's fine. And then I get a apiary or yard action. I'm going to apiary it, which gives me 4, which gives me another action. And my last action... Wait, hold on. Did I do something? I should have done an extra shed action. And... when I apiary, I get a tulip. So I have one more action. I get a tulip. And I can plant in any zone. I will plant... Oh no. Planting in any zone. No. Maybe I shouldn't have planted here. I use that to plant. I will use a thing to... No. I'll plant here. It'll be fine. It's the same thing. Okay. Oh god. Where am I? That's the whole point. Where am I? Okay. I have one extra action because I apiaried it. Okay. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do... Did I get my 2 goods from the plant, from Plant Annie? I forget. I don't need to water, really? Let's see. Because the rain's gonna water this one. If I water that one, then I get 2 extra points. But if I water this one, I need to water that one. I am gonna water this, which gives me 2 more goods. I am going to do this, even though the rain will take care of the beans, because I need the corn to grow. Okay. I think that is it. Should have done... Nope. No second thinking. No second thoughts. Oh my goodness. Evil Turnip says, we were at the grandparents and he found my wife's old copy of Battleship from when he was a kid. That's so awesome. That's so funny. I want to give this game a try too. It is fun. It is fun. The new edition gives you so much more content too. Chocolate Wine says, hey Panda, gotta run, but just saying good day! Good day, Chocolate Wine. I hope you're doing well down under. Alright, so now we need to make it rain. Because I think that I did all the things I could do. Okay. We'll start with 1. 1 is done. 2 gives me 4 extra points. 3 gives me 1 extra point. And then we go down to 4. Gives me nothing. And then we go down to 5 is done. And then we go down to 6 and that gives me 6 extra points. Okay. Now we have to go through and get all of our points. All of our points. Every single point. Okay. So, first thing is the garden. So I have 3 points here. 6, 7, 10, 11, 15, 16, 20, 24, 25, 26, 27, 27, 31, 35 points in my garden. My perennials only gave me 12 points. My apiary gave me 9 points. My yard gave me, there's 10 points here. 14 points. My shed gave me, let me see, that's 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 plus, I do believe I said 9, so that's 18. Let me double check my pumpkins. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I forgot if they got rid of this one or not. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna do that. Bonuses. I'm gonna, well, because if, I don't know what bonuses are. I'm gonna say no bonuses. Anyways, then I have to get out my trusty calculator. Oh, these bonuses. These bonuses. I do have bonuses. I have 4, 7, 4, 8, 11 more points from the cards. These bonus. Oh, wait, y'all are not seeing this. Come on. Nope, 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 nope. Why aren't you showing? No, that's wrong. Okay, that's these bonuses. So I got another 11 points there. Okay, now for the calculator time. We have 35. Oh, come on. Turn on. 35 plus 12 plus 9 plus 14 plus 18 plus 11. Oh, 99 points. Oh, no. Am I 1 point? Let's see how bad I did. 99 points. Oh, my goodness. You have been crowned a state champ. If I had 1 point more, I would have been an internet famous blogger. That's right, I'm not internet famous. But that is Three Sisters with the Poppy's Peppers. So it's chapter. Where's my book? Where's my real book? Grumble, grumble. There it is. GG's. Thank you, Deadpan. Okay, so I just did chapter. I did the Pepper Festival, chapter 9 and 10. So I did the chapter 9, Poppy's Pepper Festival, and chapter 10, the Field Trip Fundraiser, which is only these 3 cards. So each of them is different, right? So the first one is just the basic mode, and then you have lessons that gives you like goals to go after. Groundhogs, the Great Pumpkin, which is a different, like this paper is different. The Barn, which gives you another whole nother thing. The Pepper Festival, which I did with recipes, and then the Mill Project also gives you a whole nother thing. So yeah, it is crazy. Let's see, how much time did I go for? Okay, so I have time to pack everything back up for y'all. Let's see, this one is done. And then this one I still have. So this is the 2 that are different. So the apiary is the same. The yard is different. The shed is different. The shed tools are different. The new tractor, the carving kit, and the seed spreader are the same, which is interesting. And then we have all the dice. So these 2 dice are for the clovers, which I think goes with the groundhogs. Let me see. I thought the clovers went with the groundhogs, but I couldn't find it. Those are the groundhogs. Yeah, the clovers go with the groundhogs. I think the groundhogs eat the clovers. Anyways, this is the mill board, which looks different. This is the groundhog board, which also adds a lot. There's the Great Pumpkin that replaces your basic pumpkin patch, which is this one. So this replaces that one, which is fun. Right, so let me go ahead and put these away. And then we have our boards. There was 2 mini expansions that was put out. The weather expansion and the rock garden expansion. So I just made a note for the weather expansion because you could technically just play it if you have the rules. And then we have all of these extra tokens, right, for the different plays. I'll put in my scratch paper as well. And then we have, I'll put this in first, so everything else on top. So these are the lessons, right, that you can do, and they're basically gold. And you have solo mode as well. And then we have Poppy's Pepper ones. American, and the lions eat the groundhogs, and the shark eat the lions. The groundhogs eat the clovers. The lions eat the groundhogs. The sharks eat the lions. Although I don't know if there's. This is by the way, just a reminder for what the peppers do. And you get different tokens for the different expansions, and you get to change your tools, your like shed, when you build a different barn, which is very fun. I haven't played with that yet. And then they changed the farmers market depending on the different expansion as well. And then we have these cards. Oh, for the mill expansion, which I haven't played yet. There's so much to this game that I haven't played. These are for the clovers and the groundhogs. Look at the tiny clovers, they're so cute. And then these are probably the groundhog tokens. And that's it. Fits very nicely into the box. And I will replace my pen into its baggie. There we go. I need to stop losing these. These are so expensive and also very useful. But that's 3 sisters for y'all. Thank you for watching. That was a lot of fun. I like poppy peppers. Just change this ever so slightly. Different combos. I like the different. I think I really like the different like shed items, which is fun. The different tools we have. Okay, let me go see who is on before I talk about what my next stream is. Thank you everyone for joining me, by the way. Very happy you're all here. Oh, okay. Wigsby is on, but he's not playing a board game. Board Gamer Stuff is on and is playing board game. I'll shout out Wigsby. Y'all should go and follow him. He's a lot of fun. He's Derek. He does all the editing for BGG. Not all of them, but most of it. He does all the game night editing of the game night episode. What? Okay, that's fine. Speed chat 12. He's not in my chat, so it's harder. There we go. Oh, I should shout him out this way as well. But we're going. Oh no, that did not work. Hold on. I put too many pauses. I like my spacebar. Alright, there we go. Alright, we're gonna raid into Board Gamer Steph, who's probably gonna talk about Let's Go to France. For what I remember. Let's go, let's go, let's go. By the way, there's 2 guys who is speaking Espanol. That's cool. 4 Cubitos. I like their name. That's funny. I wonder if they know of the game Cubitos or not. But we're gonna raid into Steph, who's not talking about who's talking about Wispwood, which I haven't played yet, honestly. I need to get played. But I am going to be here on Tuesday playing a game from Pandasaurus called Kingdom Crossing, and as a solo mode. I'm not going to do it from start to finish because it's just going to be way too much time. I think I'm just going to set it up and then do the actual like teach and play solo. So hope you'll come and check that out. And then Thursday, I do believe John's joining me. We're finally doing game 3 with Cherie's maps, so that's going to be fun. And then MP Bowls is back. It's the first Friday of the new month. We're going to be playing BGA games with chat. We might talk a little bit about UKGE, but I'm sure he'll do another stream before that, talk about UKGE, so, which he's having fun at. I just chatted with him. And then I am going to cancel my Sunday stream because my mom's taking me whitewater rafting. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So that is my schedule for the week. If you want me to do a crafting stream, let me know. I'm really thinking about it so that I can make sure to get some crafting done as well. So yeah, thank you everyone. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I hope your week goes relatively easy and fast. Yeah, take care of everybody and stay hydrated, take your meds, hug your friends and loved ones. I will see you on the next stream. Bye everybody.